Shades United.
Woo! Stretch!
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. I am honored and blessed and saddened, but also privileged to be here with you all on tonight. My name is Minister Stretch Sanders. I am the founder and president of an organization called All Shades United, as well as the Black Church for Human Rights. Both of those organizations are organizations that has one goal, and that goal is to push the message of unity and solidarity. We believe pushing solidarity amongst all ethnicities and races, as well as solidarity between the church and the community. With that being said, I believe that God has given us all the spirit of power, and I greet you all with the words of power. All power to the people.
Power to the people.
That wasn't really good enough, was it? All power to the people.
All power to the people.
What that simply means is, as an individual, you have been given power. Now, some of us, let me say this, some of us have power based off race. We're not going to act in denial to that. If you are somebody white who has power, you have an obligation to use your power to empower other people. If you are, thank you, God bless you. If you are somebody who does not have power, being myself representing the Black community, we wish power upon you. If you are Native, we wish red power upon you. Asian, Pacific Islander, Indigenous, red, yellow power among you. Hispanic, Latino, brown power among you. And with us all empowering each other, we will live in a powerful nation. Right on?
Right on.
Now, what happened in Charlottesville, Virginia was not a wake-up call, because many of us have been woke to what's been going on. For me, it was a call to action. It was letting me know exactly where we are in this country. A lot of us are trying to figure out what caused that situation to take place. Well, in the Bible, there's a phrase that says, you reap what you sow. Well, where someone has been reaped since this country was founded. When they brought Africans on a boat, not coming voluntarily in the Mayflower, but coming here in shackles, they sold something. When they terrorized the place genocide on the Native American community, they sold something. When they attacked Hispanics, Mexicans in a bogus war and took their land, which is Texas and Washington and California, and I got the audacity to say they're trying to cross over. They won't back who says, right? But they sold something. In today's time, when they break up families and send people back to a country when they came here for a better life, they're sowing something. When you're killing black and brown people in the streets like animals, you are sowing something. When prisons are filled with black and brown people because the bogus so-called war on drugs, which we know was the war on African and Hispanic people, you are sowing something. So what am I saying? As these individuals are sowing a seed, we're reaping that harvest. In order for things to change, we have to go to the root of the cause. The root is not Donald Trump. Let me say it again for those on the back. The root of the cause is not Donald Trump. Right? It does not matter who's in any house, White House, Black House, Brown House, my house, or your house. If America does not clean up what they're sowing, who's in office will not matter. Because the same thing is going to continue to go on. You have to go to the root and pull that up. We can't say racism is over with, but meanwhile, our money is filled with individuals who own slaves. Our Constitution still represents the white masses. Technically, African people in America are still 3/5 of a human being. So we have to understand this thing. We have schools called Thomas Jefferson, who owned the most slaves out of any European president. Andrew Jackson. We have to end this, right? We have to change the way our police our communities, right? My personal opinion, to me, I feel that if we just come together, we won't need police in our communities because we will have a moral code on how to behave. Many of us are in jail because of the things that the system has placed upon our feet. Who gave us crack cocaine? Who gave us heroin? Who gave us guns and drugs to kill ourselves and self-destruct our neighborhoods? Right now, in this area alone, you see fast foods. Where's the ultra foods? Where's the health food stores? But go in Summerlin and what do you see? Right? Who's causing this situation? It ain't us. Where's these guns being made so we can kill ourselves? Ain't no black on black crime. Black on black crime is still white supremacy crime amongst our people. And it's the same for any group, any minority. We gotta start calling a spade a spade. They call them the far right. No, they're white supremacists. When we go out and protest against the hatred, we get called thugs and riders. For every action, there's a reaction, right? Dr. King quoted Victor Hugo. He said, wherever darkness is, crimes will be committed. Who's committing the darkness? It's not us. So when people go out and protest and rebel, it's to go against the hatred that's being waged against the people. But like I said, we have power. And the greatest weapon that we can use is the weapon of love. We don't have to get violent, because if we just come together, that's more of a threat. Dr. King was not killed because he wanted to unite black people. He was killed because when he started going against the Vietnam War, he started to connect with poor whites, veterans, and individuals who were white, period, who were tired of racism. He started to connect with Hispanics, Asians. Malcolm X was not killed when he was saying white devil. But when he started saying, I will unite with anybody, don't care what color you are, then he was killed. Chairman Fred Hampton, they killed him when he said, you know what, we're going to jump off the original Rainbow Coalition. So what am I saying? They fear unity. When we come together, all hell breaks loose. And they know that. The 2,000 individuals that was marching as white nationalists, we don't got to come in an antagonistic, hateful way. If we just come together, lock arms, and say, no, we ain't going for it, I guarantee you they will flee. But what I want to say is this, and I'm not speaking negative, but I'm speaking some truth. If we don't come together, there will be a Charlottesville in the city of Las Vegas. You can believe that. There will be a Charlottesville in every major and small city. There's racist folks everywhere. So if we don't get on the front lines now and begin to come together immediately, take this as a call to action. We don't have the luxury or the opportunity to become scared or fearful. We must become revolutionaries. That's not an ugly word. What that simply means is that you see a condition and you want to change it. I am a revolutionary, and so are you. This is past activism. This is revolution. The foundation of revolution is love. We must spread love. And All Shades United, we jumping off a campaign with a hashtag, which is hashtag spread love. We need more love amongst each other. Love has become something that's optional. We always say give love on Christmas Day. No, give love on every day. Because if we don't, hatred will take over. What we seen in Charlottesville was an act of hatred. What we see across the country with this police terrorism is acts of hatred. We gotta stop using euphemisms and start calling for what it is. This new phrase, I woke up this morning, I seen hashtag white terrorism. I'm like, I like that. Hey, let's go with it. White terrorism. Call it for what it is. And I sent a call to action. I love to see so many ethnicities. It does look like more of our white family than any other group, which is good. Because you have an obligation. White silence is violence. The fact of the matter remains, you may not own a slave, you may not be racist, but you are benefited from things that my people are still suffering from. And if you don't speak up and use your privilege and your platform, you are just as bad as those that was marching, like the anthem marching one by one, hurrah, individuals. So we must come together. So let's take this and make it this. This is power. One finger can be broke. You got a hard time breaking a whole hand. Right on? We have love, we have power, we have unity. If we just come together, it will get ugly. I want to close with a song of We Shall Overcome, because I truly believe we shall overcome if we take control of the situation. Let's not wait till tomorrow. Let's not wait till the next day. Let's get involved now. Everybody's not going to be the protesting, marching type. I understand that. But work in the lane that you've been called. Some of us make the coldest, baddest flyers, posters. Do that. We all the leaders. I don't believe that there's the one leader, and them days is over with. Because when Dr. King got killed, you stepped up. Because you start to worship the person, not the principles. Get in love with his principles. Don't focus on the individuals, because when the individual leaves this earth, what are you going to live your life by? It's the principles we have to go with. We are all leaders. We may all lead differently. We all may have a different lane. Everybody's not a spokesperson. Everybody's not has the gift to public speak. But you have the ability to hug somebody and they just melt into your arms. You're a leader. If you're a revolutionary, I believe we all are revolutionaries. Start changing the situation and the conditions. If you're a teacher, stop saying Christopher Columbus discovered something that's already here. It's ways that you can change the situation. If you're trying to practice healthy eating, don't push nasty food in your classroom. There's ways you can be effective. So I urge us to get involved. When the black family's under attack, everybody comes to the front line. When the Native family's under attack, we all come to the front line. When the Hispanic family's under attack, we all come to the front line. When poor whites are under attack, we all come to the front line. When the LGBTQ community is under attack, we all come to the front line. That's what solidarity looks like. But we get so caught up in personal agendas. You may not like that person as an individual, and that's fine. But if the principles that person is productive and positive, then go with that. Don't get caught up in them as a person. Learn the best words of our time. Agree to disagree. Don't spend 30 minutes arguing on religion and arguing on things that don't matter. Focus on these people that's terrorizing us. We to pray, and we worry about who we praying to. Let's get involved. I urge you to get to the call to action right now. We shall overcome. Join arms with your neighbors if you can. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. Today. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe. Y'all know the song. Oh yeah, we shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid.
We are not afraid.
We are not afraid. We are not
afraid.
Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. One more verse. We'll walk hand in hand. See, this is unity, y'all. We'll walk hand in hand. We'll walk hand in hand. Today. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe. I do believe. Yeah. We shall overcome someday. All power to the people. 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 And power there's love, and love there's unity, and unity there's peace, and peace there's solidarity, and in solidarity you'll find the people. Right on? Right on.